Hi, my name is Juan Meza. First of all, I'd like to thank Dr. Ann Gates and Dr. Leticia Velasquez for inviting me to come visit UTEP. It's a pleasure and an honor to be here. So I've been asked to say a little bit about my background, and I guess the first thing I should say is I'm a native Tejano. I was born in Houston, Texas. My parents immigrated from Mexico in Monterrey, Nuevo León. And when they came out here, they had several children, and then they decided that they were homesick and they wanted to go back home. So we moved back to Mexico for a couple of years, about 4 years, and then they decided that the opportunities were better in the United States, so we came back. So I spent a lot of time as a child moving back and forth from the different places, and got to see a lot of different cultures, a lot of different people. It taught me a lot of things, and especially the value of diversity, just seeing a lot of different customs. So I grew up in Houston, and I went to school in the public schools there. I went to a high school on the east side of Houston, Milby High School. Go Buffs. And when I graduated, I looked around, and at that time I found a job at NASA. Rather lucky. I had one call from a counselor that said that they were taking applications. And so I went down there, interviewed, didn't think too much about it until I got a call from NASA. This was 1974, so right after the space program, the moon landing and everything. And so this was like a high school boy's dream come true, working at NASA. So I ended up working at NASA. And they introduced me to computers, and they had these huge rooms. Not little tiny laptops like we have now, but massive buildings that had all these computers, and fell in love with them. And so I decided I want to study electrical engineering and computer science, and I had been accepted to Rice, so I went there and studied electrical engineering. After that, I decided well, I went out and worked for about a year, and decided that some of the stuff that I was working on wasn't challenging enough, and I noted that the people that were really getting the really exciting jobs were the ones with the graduate degree. So I decided I would go back to graduate school, and I had been lucky enough as an undergraduate to have a very, very good mentor by the name of Dr. Richard Tapia at Rice University. He had always encouraged me to go to graduate school, and again, coming from a first-generation family, I didn't really know what that meant. I didn't know what graduate school was, or what any of that stuff was, and like many first-generation students, I think to me, electrical engineering, that meant money, that meant I could buy a car, other things like that. But then, after some further talking with Dr. Tapia and other people, I decided, well, this sounds kind of interesting, so I'll go ahead and try it out. So I ended up getting a degree in mathematical sciences, or what we now call computational math, at Rice. After that, I ended up going to Sandia National Labs for about 15 years, worked on various computational engineering problems. And in the last 6 years, I moved over to Berkeley Lab, which is in Berkeley, right north of the campus, and I've been the head of the High Performance Computing Research Department there.
Thank you.